Hello, Internet. My name is David X, and I just want to clarify something that's been going on. So, I recently saw the announcement of the new Marvel vs. Capcom arcade uh, classics collection, and I'm on board with it. But I took further notice to take a look at the platforms this collection would be placed on. And currently, as it stands, it is now going to be released for Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4. Well, I mean, if you have a PlayStation 5, that's probably even better. So, however, I did notice there was a lack of Xbox. Not to mention, I looked at all the articles about mentioning this new title. However, they all say the same thing, that the Xbox version is not going to be possible. I'm not sure if Capcom and Marvel are doing this because they hate Xbox or something, but I just find it really odd. For people that aren't fully aware, I have some screenshots. So, first up here is the screenshot for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and that's like the first game of the franchise that Xbox started to become a part of. Although the original Xbox got only 65 out of 100 points, the 360 re-release version managed to get an astonishing 82 alongside the PS3. However, as the games progressed, especially with the reviews still pretty much remained equal for both PlayStation and Xbox. Even even with the OG Marvel vs. Capcom 3 of all things, the Xbox 360 was still highly averaged. Even with the likes of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which people state is one of the worst games of the franchise to date, the Xbox version still managed to get still has a positive score of 77 out of 100 points. Ultimately, this is actually one of the things that I don't really like mentioning when it comes to like actually with the with the PlayStation 4 version. If they're also gonna be not only doing arcade ports but also the OG ports for games such as X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, as well as Marvel vs. Capcom 1. If you guys remember, there is actually the PS1 versions of those three games that I mentioned don't have a tag team mechanic in the PS1 versions. It's because of the PlayStation's limited memory system. If the PlayStation 4 version comes out, there might be a chance that those will be the official ports for the arcade collection. And honest, and to be fair, for people, many people might not know this, but there was an attempt of an actual Super Nintendo port of X-Men vs. Street Fighter. And oh my gosh. Yes, I am not joking. I'm look up videos of that port because it is disgusting. Ultimately, it doesn't really make sense since the other Marvel vs. Capcom games came out on Xbox after MVC2. I'm not sure if there's some sort of ordeal going on with Microsoft, but it's just baffling to me that it's like they're not giving credit to Microsoft since those games on Xbox did surprisingly well with mostly positive reviews, and practically some of them even surpassed some of the original versions. Ultimately, I'm not sure if we'll ever get an Xbox port. And come to think of it, there are some people I know. There's some people that play the Xbox versions mainly with the button layouts. I'm and ultimately, it's kind of a it is going to be a bummer if we don't get an Xbox version in the near future. It's probably going to be a thing where, like with the the first GTA trilogy, where everything was all 3D, with like GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, where it was exclusive to PlayStation 2, but then a year later it was ported to PC and Xbox. I hope it's nothing like that because that's honest. Because I feel like Xbox is just not give enough credit for what it does. Anyways, that's enough of my rambling. Let me know in the comments if you would like this game to be ported to have a Xbox version, because it's just ultimately not fair. As someone who's been a fan of Xbox since 2010, keep in mind that the first ever home console that me and my family had was an OG Xbox, and it just is very cruel that that Xbox doesn't get the proper treatment that many other consoles deserve. Anyways, that's enough of my rambling. See you guys in the next video.